Dear student, welcome to next lecture of Econ 365 Farm Management, Production and Resource Economics. Today our topic is about the farm inventory, what is meant by farm inventory and which are the different methods of valuation of farm inventory. We will see one by one. So first one, what is meant by farm inventory? As we know, farm inventory is a list of physical properties of a business along with their value at a specific date. So what is farm inventory? Farm inventory is a list of all the physical properties of a business along with their value at a specific date. So that list of all the physical properties, it may be machinery, fertilizer, whatever you have, it is known as the farm inventory. When the list is kept with the specific value and at the maintained dates. Okay. Now it is a complete list of farmers' assets with their valuation at the point of time. Means what farmer has the physical, it is a list of the physical properties, okay, or physical machineries, fertilizers, whatever the assets he has. So it is called as the farm inventory. Now farm inventory includes complete listing or complete list of all that farm owns and owes at a particular date, generally at the beginning and the end of the each or every agricultural year. Means when we keep farm inventory includes the complete listing of all the owns, means all the properties owned by the farmers and owes at a particular date, generally at the beginning and end of the each agricultural year. So it includes not only the list of physical assets but also assigning values of all such assets, liabilities and debts as well. Means farm inventory not only include of all the physical assets but also assigning values of such assets, liabilities and debts as well. So farm inventory repeated at another point of time would account for depreciation or appreciation of the asset and their sale or purchase during the period between the inventories. Means for some farm machineries we need to keep the record of depreciation value, means value of wear and tear. So depreciation or appreciation of assets and their scale or purchase during the period between the inventories. Now the difference between two inventories reflects the profit or loss during that period. Means the difference between two inventories, means inventory of last year and inventory of current year, it reflects or it shows profit and loss during that particular period. Usually the period refers to agricultural year, means agricultural season, okay, and inventory at the beginning of the year is compared with the end of the year. Suppose the inventory at the beginning of 2021 and inventory at the end of 2021. So this is comparison, or this comparison between two inventories shows the profit and loss of the farmer during that particular period. Now what is meant by assets? So assets are an physical property or tangible rights owned by a farmer or owned by individual that have a value. What is meant by assets? Assets are the physical properties or intangible rights owned by a business or an individual or a farmer which have a value. Means assets are those physical properties which have value and which are intangible. Okay. Now assets are again classified into two types, that is fixed assets, working assets, okay, and the current assets. Sorry, in three types, that is fixed assets, working assets and the current assets. Now what is meant by fixed assets? They are of the nature that is difficult to convert them into cash to meet any current obligations. Means fixed assets are those assets which are difficult to convert into cash. The assets are those, fixed assets are those which are difficult to convert into cash to meet a current obligation or to meet a current need of farmer. So those assets are called as the fixed asset. Now example of fixed asset: land, building and other lived inventory structures. Okay. So this is about the fixed asset. Next, working assets. So working assets are those assets which are more liquid than fixed assets, more liquid or more flexible than the fixed assets, such as farm machinery and equipment, etc. For example, breeding and producing livestock. Okay, means some farm machinery and equipment, so we can sell when we need it. So these are the working assets. So these resources will ordinarily be worn out in the normal process of business. So their value may be regarded as being transferred slowly to the products of the farm operation. So this is about the working asset. Next is about the current assets. These consist of cash on hand. Current asset means the cash in the hands of the farmer or individual is known as the current assets. Then bills recoverable, crops means crop for harvesting, crop which is ready for harvesting, it is also a current asset. Then feed on hand, livestock that is or will shortly be in a condition for sales. Means livestock means cows, buffaloes available in the farmer's field or farmer's farm. They are also considered as current assets. Current assets may be considered as assets which in the normal operation of the business will be liquidated within the accounting year. So this is about the fixed assets, working assets and the current assets. So these are the three types of the assets. Now next, the methods of valuation of farm inventory. So here we are discussing about the farm inventory. So there are 5 methods of valuation of farm inventory. First method is cost minus depreciation. Second, cost or market price, whichever is lower. Third, net selling price. Fourth one is about replacement cost minus depreciation. And fifth, income capitalization method. So these are the 5 methods of valuation of farm inventory. Now we will discuss one by one. First one is about cost minus depreciation. Cost minus depreciation. What is meant by depreciation? The value after the use or value after the wear and tear of machinery or any asset is a depreciation. So cost minus depreciation method assume that purchase price was an approximation of the value of the assets and its value is subsequent years or its value in subsequent year can be determined by subtracting depreciation allowances from its cost. Means according to this method, or they assume that purchase price is an approximation or starting value of an asset, but when we consider the value of farm inventory at the end of year, we have to minus the depreciation, means value of wear and tear, into that purchase price. So this is the first method of calculation of valuation or valuation of farm inventory. Okay, actual price paid for property when acquired minus depreciation. Means in this method what we do, firstly we minus from the actual price of paid, actual price means for which price we have acquired that machinery on the farm minus the depreciation. Means from the original price we just minus the depreciation value. So it is by the cost minus, or this is the cost minus depreciation method. Now original cost minus depreciation is used to compute the actual cash value, which is often the insurable interest in a property. Now, it is commonly used for working assets like machinery and breeding livestock. Means this method of valuation of farm inventory is applied for the machineries and the breeding livestock. Means what we do in this method, we just minus the value of depreciation from the original price of that inventory. Okay, so this is about first method. Now second, cost or market price, whichever is lower. So in this method of valuation, valuation is estimated at the cost or the market price, whichever is lower. Means what? How we do the valuation of any inventory? We take the cost of that inventory, means price of that inventory, or the current market price of that inventory, whichever is lower, it is considered as the value of that inventory that at that particular time. So it is the current price at which an assets or service can be brought or sold, that can be purchase or the sale. Okay. So the economic theory contains that the market price converge at the point whenever the forces of supply and demand meet. So this method is commonly used for valuing the purchase of farm supplies. So cost or market price, whichever is lower, this method is commonly used for valuing the purchased farm supplies. Okay. Now third method, valuation at net selling price. So this means the price which could probably be obtained for the assets if marketed less the cost of marketing. This conform most closely to present word. Suppose valuation at net selling price means, suppose I have to sell a one farm inventory. So what I will do means the price which could probably be obtained for the assets if marketed, means how much price I will get when I will sell that product in the market less the cost of marketing, means from that I will minus the cost of marketing, and whatever net price I will get, it is the value of that farm inventory. So this conforms the most closely to the present worth. Suppose I have brought a one machinery for 10,000 rupees and I required the 1,000 rupees to sell this machinery in the market, then the value of that machinery by valuation at net selling price will be 9,000, because marketing price here I have included is 1,000. Okay. So this method is used for those items that are held primarily for the sale, like crops, livestock produce for the market. Means this method is used for the outputs from the crops, livestock produce for the market. Suppose I have produced 10 quintals of soybean, I required 10,000 rupees, I required 1,000 rupees to take that or to transfer that soybean from the farmer's field to the market. Means I required the marketing cost of 1,000 rupees. What I will do? I will minus that 1,000 rupees from the selling price of soybean. It will be the valuation at net selling price. So formula for net selling price, market price less the selling cost, or market price minus selling cost, you will get the net selling price. So by this method also we can do the valuation of farm inventories like standing crops, livestock, etc. Now next method is about valuation by replacement cost minus depreciation. Next method is valuation by replacement cost minus depreciation. So this method is to valuate the assets at what it would cost to reproduce them at a present prices and under present method of production. For example, long-lived assets like buildings. This method will guard against undervaluation but may not ensure against the overvaluation. Suppose I have constructed the farm building or farmhouse at the rupees of 1 lakh in before 3 years. Now at a present in the 2021, how much I will required to build that farmhouse. So valuation is done what cost would be required to produce them at a present prices. So it may be undervaluation, means there is chances of less prices and there is also chances of overvaluation. So this is by the valuation of farm inventory by replacement cost minus depreciation. Okay. Now next, last method, that is valuation by income minus capital income or capitalization method. So this method is appropriate for the farm assets whose contribution to income of farm business can be measured and which have a long life. Means this method is applied for such farm assets whose income and in the farm management it can be measurable and which have the long life. So formula for the capitalization is equal to phi is equal to I divided by R can be used for this purpose when phi is value in rupees, I is constant income over infinite number of year in the future, and R is rate of interest. So these are the 5 methods of valuation of farm inventory. So dear student, you can refer the book Economics of Farm Production and Management, V.T. Raju, D.V.S. Rao, and another book by Zole and Kapoor, Fundamentals of Farm Business Management. Thank you.